Good morning and welcome to the St. James Volleyball Slam, the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week on Spectrum News. Our next matchup, the Lansing Lions take on the Shawnee Mission Northwest Cougars. And a good morning to you. Joe Van Amberg along with University of Kansas volleyball legend Jill Dorsey Hall. And Jill, what a great matchup we've got here. Lansing and Shawnee Mission Northwest, two teams that find themselves in the state tournament at the end of every season, it seems like.
And Shawnee Mission Northwest was able to get there about last year, but they had 24 wins last season. And Julie Slater back at the helm for Lansing always seems to be a force in the 5A, but a good look at their two head coaches, and these two programs always looking to contend for a state title.
It is the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week, the St. James Volleyball Classic here on Spectrum News. Lions and Cougars coming up next. Hy-Vee proud to support Kansas City High School athletics. And we're back here at the St. James Volleyball Slam. Great crowd on hand. You can see the Lansing fans across the way. They're excited about this match. Shawnee Mission Northwest as well. Great fan bases on both sides, Jill. Should be a great matchup, a great environment.
And it's going to keep getting louder and louder in this gymnasium. And it's going to be electric. And both these teams are going to be important for them to settle down because a lot of the nerves start to play in. But who can settle down and focus on that serve pass aspect?
Well, both head coaches, outstanding head coaches for both teams. Lansing led by Julie Slater in her 36th year at Lansing. Coming out of retirement, actually a second time to coach Lansing. Also, she was a freshman at Lansing when they started the volleyball program there. So just an outstanding career, over 1,000 wins, state championship. And Shawnee Mission Northwest, led by head coach Susan Specht in her 8th season, graduate from Benedictine. She wanted to take on a program that had a lot of potential, and she found Shawnee Mission Northwest, and what a job she has done, appearing in the state tournament 5 times in her first 8 years.
That's the standard there for Shawnee Mission Northwest, and 24 wins last season. Look to build upon that. Didn't make the state tournament last season, but hoping to get back.
As Lansing coming off a very impressive season last year, a 27-10 winning sub-state and advancing to the state tournament. Trying to get back there this year, wanting to get into the top 4. Shawnee Mission Northwest, you know, they got bounced in sub-state, a very rare exit from sub-state, but new group this year, and I think they're pretty confident as well.
Both these teams building on a couple of veteran pieces that they have, with always the infusion of some new faces.
As Tabor Scanlon, the senior, will open things up for us in this match. First one is long, and a point for Shawnee Mission Northwest to begin. Jill, you think that's a little bit of the adrenaline flowing?
No doubt, but there was a good follow all the way to the inline, and that communication, you can always control that communication, so good talk on the side of the Cougars.
Offenberg sends it over to Lansing. And that one long as well, so teams even at 1 here early, and we've seen a couple, a long kill and a long serve, and I think adrenaline's flowing for everybody right now.
Yeah, but a good aggressive, tremendous secondary set, a high swing.
Shawnee Mission Northwest, a chance to take the lead, and they do. Liv Martin, the senior.
The senior middle blocker, she led the team last year in blocks, but look at this high snap all the way deep into the floor. And they're going to try to get her the ball early and often. She's going to now rotate to the back row, but an important player to that team.
In the net, and it goes out. Another point, Shawnee Mission Northwest.
And Julie Slater, when we talked to her, is going to be important for Lansing to settle in from a service reception aspect, that first contact. She likes their offensive, but you got to get that first pass up to the setter to be able to run that offense.
Liv Martin and Shawnee Mission Northwest has scored the last 3 points.
And I'm seeing it at the collegiate level as well that I cover. The service, being aggressive from the service line is a huge area of emphasis right now for teams all over the country. You can see that aggressiveness and really try to cause havoc, and that's 3 balls in a row now. An aggressive flat float serve that has led to the point for Shawnee Mission Northwest.
Well, Susan Speck thought that Liv Martin may be leading the Sunflower in blocks and kills. She may be leading them in services as well. Great start for Shawnee Mission Northwest. They've got a 5-1 lead. Jill, what do you like about what you've seen so far from Shawnee Mission Northwest?
Yeah, the aggressiveness. I mean, the first communication on that ball that was served out long. They had one errant attempt from a kill, from an attack, but they're being aggressive. And Liv Martin, the senior leader for Northwest, you go back there and she's setting the tone early for her team.
And on the other side, if you're Julie Slater, what are you telling Lansing in that timeout huddle?
It's early. We're only 6 points in. Just settle down, take a deep breath, and go out there, just talk, move your feet, get back to the basics, look at the ball all the way into your platform, and let's run our offense.
It's a great start for Shawnee Mission Northwest. Again, up by 4 here in set number 1. And Liv Martin back to serve once again. Shawnee Mission Northwest, another opportunity. The tip, and Lansing ends the run, and it's 5-2.
Play started off with a solid pass. And as this play goes on, you can see this just pushed out a little bit too far.
And into the net. Point for Shawnee Mission Northwest.
I believe they have Vanderwerf here, number 3, in the net on her descent from that block attempt.
Maddie Enisimova back to serve for Shawnee Mission Northwest. Laurent gets it over. The tip, Lansing keeps it alive. Just over. Lansing still alive. Again. Oh, and just couldn't quite get it on the sideline. So another point for Shawnee Mission Northwest.
Great pursuit of the ball here to keep this rally alive, and our first extended rally of this match so far, and you can just see that they're setting the tone with that energy and effort throughout that point on both sides.
Anna Lanes. Much needed point for Lansing.
And Anna Lanes, the leader for this Lansing team, composed, gathers step there, even far off of the net, about the 10-foot line, still able to find that kill.
Bishop with the service, and another point for Lansing. The deficit is only 3 here early in set number 1. Macy Bishop. Opportunity to tip over. Block, Lansing. Tabor Scanlon.
Tabor Scanlon's timing on this block was impeccable. Watch her out here set this block up and then hands over at the exact right time. Punches it back.
Tipped in the air, and that's a point for Shawnee Mission Northwest.
Shawnee Mission Northwest on this. Good set. I like that set selection to go on behind her head to the right side.
Ali Laurent. Block. Is Taylor Standifer, the senior, with a big block.
And it was this aggressive serve that led to that block. They allowed that block to set up because with one option on that attack, they knew they could predict where that ball was going to be set.
Net Lansing with another one.
With these teams starting to settle in a little bit more now with their service reception.
Still alive. Lansing gets it over. Good dig. Great rally going by both teams. Standifer tried for the kill. And a kill for Bo Bronson.
Bo Bronson, welcome to the high school scene. That's the freshman out there with a lively arm and had a lot to unpack within this rally. We had a couple setter dump attempts, players dive in, making good reads, and then just splits the block right through that seam. And the crowd chants, "She's our freshman." And
a block
from the freshman.
You know, that is one of my favorite chants in high school sports. I always love when the crowd reminds everyone exactly what year someone is in high school.
That's a strong step out there to set that block up. Strong hands over the net.
And a point for Shawnee Mission Northwest, as that would have been the fourth hit. So Shawnee Mission Northwest with a 6-point lead here in set number one. Now Kate Reese. Lansing will get it over. Sands into the net. Another point, Shawnee Mission Northwest. Shawnee Mission Northwest again going on a nice run here in set number one. It's Reese. Strong attack. Lansing keeps it alive and gets it back over. Martin got it.
A well-executed volleyball play on both sides. They had some tremendous defense on the back row from Anna Lanes. Looking at Lanes diving all out. The rally goes on, but an even better attempt here to just run this quick attempt. See only one blocker up there, and then Liv Martin puts it away.
Sands has it blocked. Shawnee Mission Northwest up by 9 here in set number one.
In sync, and then the press over, and there's a fired up right now, and that block, that's always a big block is always a huge momentum.
Setting up Martin. Sands will get it over. Bronson, a little strong on that one.
Wanted to touch on that block, not gonna get that call, but I think it was a strong high swing. No challenges yet in the high school game.
And a point for Lansing.
Yeah, first double contact called in this match. The ball did come cleanly out of the hands of the setter.
Now Lansing to serve. Bronson Lansing keeps it alive, but under the net, so another point for Shawnee Mission Northwest. It's now the outstanding freshman, Bo Bronson, one of the most athletic girls on the team. Sands got it over. Block. Martin. Too strong. Point for Lansing.
Again, in transition, this play goes on, and then running the slide attempt where they've had a lot of success. Trying to go over the top of the block, but just misses it long.
Scanlon with a good serve, and Lansing another opportunity. Partially blocked, stays off the floor. They'll try again. The tip. Lansing ready for it. Shawnee Mission Northwest will try once again. Another block.
And yet another freshman in this match. For Lansing coming up big to get this block, of extended rally. I mean, they had so much within this. A high swing.
Cross court, Lansing going for another one. Tip. And Shawnee Mission Northwest with the point.
And give credit to Bo Bronson on the back row for the Cougars, who kept that ball up and alive. But some tremendous defense. Both of these teams laying all out, making some plays defensively.
Weber. Lansing will try again, and another point for Shawnee Mission Northwest. Timeout as Shawnee Mission Northwest leads 18-10 over Lansing. And Shawnee Mission Northwest, a lot of things you got to like about the way that they're playing right now.
Yeah, they set the tone early from the aggressiveness from the service line, and then continuing to move the ball around. I think they've gotten Liv Martin involved, and then Bo Bronson's on the scene now, the freshman outside. I really like the combination of pen players, attackers that Shawnee Mission Northwest has, and they're utilizing them well.
On the other side, Lansing maybe started off a little adrenaline going. Seemed to have settled in just a little bit right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I like this timeout from Julie Slater to just calm down her side, and look at that, her crowd. The crowd's trying to get them involved right now. All the matching T-shirts. I love the spirit from Lansing. Well done, Lions. Well done.
We talked about at the beginning of the broadcast, just great atmosphere here. Both fan bases showing up well here at the St. James Volleyball Slam. Out of the timeout, Lily Weber will start us off. Scanlon, Sands, Avery Sands. How about the sophomore?
And the sophomore took this first contact, got out to her touch point, and then just unleashed on this ball. Now it's going to go back to serve, but what a good timeout for Lansing. Able to side out right out of that. And then a block.
The Lansing with another one. Back to 6 on the deficit.
And then she's our freshman. We have that going. So I love both these freshmen. They're showing up big for their side.
Martin is blocked. Deep, and a point for Shawnee Mission Northwest. Anna Lanes going for the back line.
Lanes was trying to get the high hand, just couldn't get him. And this is the rotation where Shawnee Mission Northwest, right out of the gate, were able to score some points. And so this is the rotation where Liv Martin goes back, serves a flat float serve.
Tipped. And a point for Lansing. I think they were checking to see if Lansing had touched that one. Lansing did not, so Lansing gets another point, and it's back to 6.
Wow, I thought that it might have touched actually the block of Lansing, but
just beyond the end line. Point for Shawnee Mission Northwest.
we're going to go back to the last point, and let's look at this. I thought there was contact there, actually, but not called. But the ball goes long on the, we talk about the volleyball gods, right? Like evening it up.
So Lansing, can they get another one here? Nice dive. Bronson blocked.
And no touch, they say, off the block. So 4 contacts. Point's going to go over to Lansing.
So Lansing still hanging around here in set number 1. Shawnee Mission Northwest started off so strong in this one to build this lead. And Lansing, though, making a nice little comeback, a service ace. Macy Bishop.
And Macy Bishop putting pressure on with that serve. And you see this ball right over the top of the net. And then right in between, we call that a husband-wife. You go, I go, no one goes.
So Bishop again, Shawnee Mission Northwest. Here's Bronson. Lansing will try once again with Lance. Northwest keeps it alive. Bronson, what a dig. Unbelievable rally. We continue on. Blocked, still going. And Lansing gets the point. What a rally. Coach Slater loves it. Timeout, Shawnee Mission Northwest.
And I'm giving a ton of credit to Tabor Scanlon in that rally for Lansing, the setter. I thought she set some tremendous balls within that rally. Good choices. She also had a key block within that. Look at this push out. And a double contact there. So point over to Lansing, and they are continuing to cut into this deficit. What a run now for the Lions. And I can tell you, Coach Slater, she's seen a lot of volleyball in her time, and I can guarantee you she's not going to have a team that's going to back down. They are so scrappy. They're going to fight to the very end.
Well, Shawnee Mission Northwest, and if you're Coach Speck right now, are you trying to just kind of calm everyone down? Is Lansing maybe getting a little bit of momentum in this match, or what are you saying in that?
Yeah, that's volleyball, right? I mean, it's the up and down, it's the roller coaster of this game, and that's why it's so fun to watch, because at any point the team can grab back that momentum. But I like that use of that timeout. Just settle down her team and go back and say, hey, let's go be aggressive. A free ball, though, on that attempt.
As Lane's going for the kill. Bronson, oh, what a shot. And it's a point for Shawnee Mission Northwest.
And that's extreme thumb down. So if you think of it like your hand as a racket of a tennis racket, watch her thumb down this ball when she goes up. She's tight to the net and swipes it like thumb down, extreme angle to get that cutty.
It's now Laurent. Lanes off the net. Shawnee Mission Northwest with 2 in a row.
And it's the way this first set has been going. A team gets the ball and they make a couple point run, and then to the other team back and forth.
Bronson. Scanlon a little tip. Bronson again with another kill.
A fast arm swing, Bo Bronson, again, the freshman. You can see this athleticism, the high snap to keep it in on the first attempt, and then a pickup on that setter dump, and then coming back for more with that quick arm snap.
Now Lansing an opportunity. Lance got it on the back line.
You're expected to do so much as a pin player. You're not always going to get the perfect set right in your wheelhouse. So that outside attacker, they're going to have to take balls that are, maybe closer to the 10-foot line. You can see outside of the floor, but uses the entire length, the depth of the opposite floor. Well done from the senior.
Anna Lane sent it over. Bronson blocked. Lansing with another one. Virginia Vanderwerf, the 5'11 senior.
You had Scanlon and Vanderwerf, those two up there. Scanlon set the block, and then Vanderwerf was able to close.
Scanlon to set, and Vanderwerf finds the sideline.
And she's a player that can be a difference maker for Lansing. They can get her the ball. Has that ability to be terminal with a swing. Comes from such a great volleyball family. Virginia Vanderwerf.
Into the net, so a point for Shawnee Mission Northwest. Now Kate Reese, the fourth-year varsity player, Baker commit. Scanlon. Bronson. Scanlon sets again. Sands. Bronson the tip. Sands. Sands with a tip, and it's in 24-20. Boy, the sophomore is having a very impressive set number one.
A strong pickup here and pushed it all the way up for then Scanlon to set a wonderful ball to go up and attack, and that's how that one's going to end here. And this was the difference right out of the gate, a 5-1 lead from Shawnee Mission Northwest. They're able to hold that and finish out set number one.
A strong start leads to a strong finish. Shawnee Mission Northwest takes set number one. We'll be back for set number two here at the St. James Volleyball Slam, the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week here on Spectrum News. Welcome back here to the St. James Volleyball Slam. Shawnee Mission Northwest takes set number one over the Lansing Lions, 25-20. A very impressive first set, and Shawnee Mission Northwest with a nice run to start things off, and they really never let that lead go to Lansing.
Yeah, they never fully gave it up, and I like that they set the tone early, serving aggressive. Maybe wanted to work on how they closed that match out a little bit better, because I thought they were, had that big lead, but overall you're pleased. It's the first set of this volleyball season. They have some great pieces. And on the other end, if you're Lansing, you think, hey, it was a little bit of a slow start, but we really started to pick it up. So see if they can carry some of that momentum. I thought they started to grab over, but the impressive play from Bo Bronson for the Cougars, stepping on the scene in her freshman campaign. Bright things ahead, and I was really impressed by the freshman and her outside swings and everything that she was able to do.
Big smile on her face right now. I can tell she's having a lot of fun.
Well, so many of these players play such high-level club volleyball. It's becoming such a year-round sport, and they play volleyball even earlier and younger. It's such a fast-growing sport. If you look at the numbers across the country, so many girls playing volleyball. And the talent around this Kansas City Metro is just unbelievable. I mean, so many players going to the next level to play. Many players on this floor, actually, they're going to play at the next level.
And Lansing with a fantastic start to set number two.
And that's what that first pass will do. You can run all options, and this ball was perfectly placed up, able to run that quick. Julie Slater said, she goes, we just got to work on that first contact. If we're in system, our offense is really strong.
Shawnee Mission Northwest keeps it alive. And Lansing, two in a row. Hallie Lantz. Sands sends it across, and that's a tough ball to control. 3 in a row for Lansing. A service ace for Lance.
And this ball right in between. You can't get it. It's too high for you to use your platform. Not quite high enough to use your hands. Kind of, we call that getting handcuffed.
And it's Samova as Lansing 4-0. And correction on that last one, it was Avery Sands with the service ace. She is back there once again. Tipped over by Martin. Blocked by Martin. And into the net, and a point for Shawnee Mission Northwest. Maddie Cecil in for Hallie Laurent. Lansing trying to extend this lead. Another big kill and a point for Lansing. Well, they seem to have settled in nicely in set number 2.
Indeed, and it's that first contact. Able to run a solid offense because of that first contact and have more options available, so the block then isn't able to get set up.
Anna Lance with the kill. Martin. That's Eater. Shawnee Mission Northwest. Martin. That one just hanging up, and Shawnee Mission Northwest with another point.
Tremendous effort, and then I think that ball crossed the plane of the net, I believe. Because Lansing was saying that they were over, and you can't impede with that second contact. You have to allow space for that setter or that second attempt to be set.
Scanlon the set, the tip. And Samova got it over. Block. And a point for Lansing. Anna Lance.
And a good chance Elaine's is going to be attacking for the side of Lansing. The two sisters were saying their name a lot. That one, this time, the senior once again gets those hands. She's one of those players that's going to be playing at the next level next season.
A set, stand defer. Cuts into this Lansing lead. Lansing up by 3 after Shawnee Mission Northwest took set number 1. And Samova gets it over. And point for Shawnee Mission Northwest. And Samova, another serve. Vanderwerf got it over. Bronson tried to keep it alive over the net, but a point for Lansing. That was a tough ball.
I like Bo Bronson, though, owning that. She's like, hey, that's my bad on that.
Into the net, so Shawnee Mission Northwest cuts it to 2. It's Hallie Laurent back in to serve for Shawnee Mission Northwest. Long, and Lansing back up by 3.
And the communication on the back row really helped there as the teammates were talking to Macy Bishop to say that's out, that ball is long, and now back-to-back service errors for the Lions to give it right back to the Cougars.
So Shawnee Mission Northwest will once again get an opportunity to serve. It is Kate Reese. Kate Reese, mentioned earlier, a lot of experience. Shawnee Mission Northwest. Oh, Avery Sands.
Avery Sands a few times have just risen up with this extra leaping ability and get up and then on top of the ball with a strong snap.
Coach Slater called her a spark plug. I think I know what she means.
Good description.
Bit too far, so out. And Shawnee Mission Northwest cuts the lead to 2.
You can see that it's so important to put pressure with your serve. So emphasis to go back and serve aggressive. A lot of coaches I know will either have trackers in practice.
Hallie Lance absolutely loving that last kill.
And Hallie Lance showing the versatility on this rotation, swinging on the outside, also can swing on the right side.
Again, a 5'10" freshman. Seen a couple freshmen making a big impact here in this match. And just hung up there, another one for Lansing, Anna Lance.
And that's the senior sister of Hallie. That's Anna. Just a redirect up quick, good vision.
Sands into the net. It's back to a 3-point advantage. So Maddie Cecil will come back in for Hallie Laurent. Lily Weber. And it falls, and Lansing, it's a 4-point advantage.
This is one of the situations where the setter took the first contact for the Cougars, and then who is going to take that secondary ball? First match out of the gate. Those are just some of those things you'll continue to work out.
Yeah, all the coaches talked about working out kinks today.
Yeah, on their side of the net, right? It was always focus on our side.
Lansing with another one. Timeout, Shawnee Mission Northwest, as Lansing in set number 2 has opened up a 13-8 lead.
And here the block pairing up nicely on that attempt. They really had to close the seam. You can see the play for Lansing continuing to increase. I thought they captured some momentum on that first set, even though they dropped it, and they've certainly carried over and instilled that here in the second set now with that 5-point lead.
Coach Speck there talking to her girls, and after winning set number 1, you had a feeling this one was probably going to be pretty close all the way through. They do a great job with these matchups every year. And if you're Coach Speck's, you know, right now with the momentum on Lansing's side, what are you telling your team?
Hey, we have time. Let's make a move right now. Let's first ball side out if we can, right into this timeout, and then get it on our side, and let's just clean some things up.
A lot of excitement over there, though. Taylor Standifer, who, by the way, Standifer committed to Kansas State for rowing. It's out of the timeout. Lansing sent it over. Martin gets a much-needed point for Shawnee Mission Northwest.
And that's exactly the player you want to go to. And Liv Martin, an All-Sunflower League second-team performer from a season ago, but she led the team, like I said, in blocks. I think she could be a player that can lead them again in a few categories just with her level of play.
So Lansing gets it right back. Substitution as Macy Bishop comes in. And Bishop to serve. Shawnee Mission Northwest will try again. Point for Lansing. Double hit.
Well, it was a spark plug in the back row. Avery Sands that picked that ball up for the Lions. And a hard-driven ball, but kept the ball alive.
Into the net.
And
Northwest.
Julie Slater, I think, frustrated. She's like, I think that's 5 missed serves. She was talking to her coaching staff, and they still have this lead. They have a 5-point lead, and they've given a few balls back to Northwest just on some missed serves. But again, it's aggressiveness.
And a service ace for Shawnee Mission Northwest. Maddie Anisimova, the sophomore. And back-to-back service aces for Anisimova. Maddie Anisimova, 5'9" sophomore, plays a lot of beach volleyball as well, so she brings a lot of those skills to the volleyball court. Three-point Lansing lead. Perfectly placed by Anna Lantz.
Lots of veteran knowing to take a little bit off of that and about placement on that attempt.
So Lantz now back to serve. A 5'10" senior committed to the University of Illinois, Springfield. Oh, Standifer. Perfect placements.
And a strong approach off a well-handled first contact. Beautiful set on a platter there for Standifer to go and attack and deep into the floor.
Sally Laurent with the serve. Sands. Bronson. Sands blocked. And a point for Lansing. Avery Sands once again. The lead is 4.
See, they're tagging the high hands, and again, just maybe a miscue on communication, just not fully running through that ball to pick it up.
Bronson. Standifer partially blocked. And Lansing benefits. It's now 18-13, and another timeout for Shawnee Mission Northwest. Lansing, they lead by 5 after Shawnee Mission Northwest takes set number 1, going on some nice runs. It has been Lansing in this set going on their own runs.
I thought they've cleaned up their side of the net quite well in this set, especially in set number 2. Showing that scrappiness, getting some more touches at the plane of the net too with their block. That has led to some points. And they had that 5-point lead at 15-10, and now back out to that 5-point lead at 18-13.
Well, both coaches talked about it's usually a good matchup between these two schools. It's always competitive. These can always go either way. And Shawnee Mission Northwest won last year, and the thought was, you know, Lansing may want a little bit of revenge coming into this one, getting an opportunity here at the St. James Volleyball Slam. And Shawnee Mission Northwest again with a great start, winning set 1. Lansing trying to come back and even it up and send us to set 3. Service ace.
That's Vanderwerf, the senior from the end line, putting pressure with their serve. And it's a unique situation with this volleyball slam. You have one match, and that is unusual for high school volleyball. Usually you play multiple matches or a tournament on a Saturday, but you really just focus on this one opportunity for this match today.
Sands, it was partially blocked, so Lansing with another one, and they're 5 points from taking set 2.
Well, the sophomore Avery Sands has shown up in this set number 2. She has been the leader for Lansing. A spark plug.
Too far, and Shawnee Mission Northwest now with 14. Shawnee Mission Northwest needing to go on a run here soon. And that one is out. A little hesitation from Kate Reese. Substitution.
As long as you don't contact the ball, your feet can keep moving. That's okay. You're in motion.
That one's long. Shawnee Mission Northwest with another point. Now Bo Bronson, the freshman, back to serve. Sands went cross court. Anisimova. Sands the tip, perfect placement.
And Avery Sands moving the ball all around for her team, just varying it up, showing that she could move it around, take off the pace when needed. Great vision.
And Lansing, Ashlyn Jackard, the talented middle hitter, senior, with a point.
Watch her locked in. Quick press over the net, redirect.
And it catches the sideline.
And Sands is just doing everything right now. Why not add an ace to this set? It has been all Avery Sands.
A set, Martin. Powerful kill. Still match, or set point, excuse me. Maddie Cecil back in for Shawnee Mission Northwest, but Liv Martin keeping Shawnee Mission Northwest alive here in set number 2. Lansing to take it. Anisimova. Lansing another opportunity. Blocked. Liv Martin again.
Liv Martin back-to-back plays. The senior taking her team on her shoulders late in this second set.
24-17 set point. Still for Lansing. Sands dug it out. And Lansing takes set 2, 25-17. And we're all even at 1.
And it was her sister that had the first contact. Anna then over to Hallie to finish it off. The freshman gets to her touch point and then hits it line for the winner. And now we're gonna go to the distance.
Well, what an impressive first couple of sets. We've had so much fun. Let's play a third as Lansing and Shawnee Mission Northwest about to begin set number 3 at the St. James Volleyball Slam. This match is brought to you by Hy-Vee, proud to support Kansas City High School athletics. St. James Volleyball Slam, the Lansing fans on your screen now. Lansing coming back in set number 2 to even this match at 1 apiece, getting ready for set number 3. Jill, what's impressed you so far?
I mean, both sides, really. I mean, this is going to be back and forth here, I expect, in this third, but it was Shawnee Mission Northwest to set that tone in that first set. They jumped out to an early lead, never relinquished it, but I thought Lansing took some momentum into set 2 and then really with some force in set number 2, and the Avery Sands was very impressive in that second set, the sophomore for the Lions that really led the way, but they cleaned up first contact at Lansing, and that led to some good, solid opportunities, and then to that second set win.
Well, coming up next, we got another exciting one as Mill Valley takes on Blue Valley West here at the St. James Volleyball Slam. That'll be coming up about 20 minutes after we finish this match. We've got an exciting finish. And Shawnee Mission Northwest to serve with Bronson. Allie Lanes, the freshman, the first kill of set number 3 belongs to the Lansing Lions.
And just how she finished off set number 2, the freshman getting out to that touch point, again, showing on that attack on that right side in that rotation, or on that left side, excuse me.
Liv Martin evens the score 1-1 to begin set number 3.
It's going to be important for the Cougars to get Liv Martin the ball when she's in the front 3 rotations. Try to feed her the ball if possible.
Lily Weber sends it over. Too far, Lansing. Substitution is Virginia Vanderwerf, the senior, back in. McKenna Matzeter. And it falls. Point for Lansing. They lead by 2. Matzeter again. Anisimova. And it's out. Shawnee Mission Northwest cuts it back to 1. Standifer back in for the Shawnee Mission Northwest Cougars. Martin. Hudson-Berger got it over. Block. And a point for Shawnee Mission Northwest. Tied at 3.
This ball here pushed out. Just doesn't cross the plane of the net, so point over to the Cougars. And then this is that rotation in that first set that they were able to go on a run, but ball over. Sometimes it just works out for your side, not expecting it.
As Macy Bishop back in to serve now. Coach Slater enjoying this one. Anisimova. 2 players ran into each other, Avery Sands and Macy Bishop, and looks like they're okay as the point went to Shawnee Mission Northwest.
Well, Anisimova up high, deep into that cross court, and as you mentioned, those 2 players were merging to try to dig that ball.
And a point for Lansing as the ball was beyond the sideline. Now Anna Lance. Standifer. The tip. And a point for Lansing. 4 hits. Lansing back up by 2. Anna Lanes. Samova just gets it across. Sands. Bronson finds some space. It's 6-5.
And Bo Bronson, good run through on that dig, and then up quick with the snap from the freshman, similar to what we saw in set number 1.
As it hit the net, went over. Point for Shawnee Mission Northwest, a service ace. Not bad for Hallie Laurent, the senior. One of the leaders on this Shawnee Mission Northwest volleyball team.
In set number 3, we didn't see really tight action like this, tied up 6 apiece. We saw one team that, settle in with that lead and never give it back. It was the Cougars in the first and the Lions in the second, but this one all knotted up.
And Lansing able to break the tie, 7-6. Vanderwerf sends it across long. And we're back tied at 7. As Liv Martin back in for Shawnee Mission Northwest. Martin blocked. How about Ashlyn Jackard, the 5'10" senior, going up high for the block.
A very disciplined move, knowing that's her duties, the middle on middle there. You see her she has been locked in.
Martin just out of her reach. And now Lansing with a 2-point advantage. Haber Scanlon. Lily Weber tried to tip it over. And now Lansing with a 3-point lead, and this is the largest lead of the set. Kept it live. Weber tipped it over. Anisimova keeps it going. Bronson. Good dig by Lansing. Sands. Martin. Oh, nice tip. Found some space, and it's back to a 2-point lead for Lansing.
Tremendous vision from Liv Martin on this double block here. It gets pulled over. She runs a quick here, and you have 2 blockers up, so then the defender has to pull all the way around. Great placement.
More great placement from Hallie Lantz, the freshman. We've seen a couple of freshmen here in this match.
She looks to be settling in really well. Having fun, getting her team fired up, and it was a strong swing.
Martin, great spot.
These teams now back and forth. First ball side out.
Kaylin Pitzenberger back in for Shawnee Mission Northwest. Lily Weber sends it over. And just a bit too far. So now it's back to a 1-point set.
Aggressive play with that quick, just couldn't snap it in enough to get the back line.
Anisimova. Point for Lansing.
You see Tabor Scanlon sitting right there on that line, knowing that ball was attacked wide.
And now trouble, and Lansing with another one, and the lead back to 3. Avery Sands, so impressive today. Anisimova gets it over. Oh, wow. Hallie Lantz, the freshman. Timeout. Shawnee Mission Northwest as Lansing now leads by 4.
And Lantz working to her touch point. You can see good up for a block, worked hard in transition. You can see just looks so comfortable. Watch her working to get to that, driving hard to the ball, has that line. Some players on that right side pin struggle if you're a right-hander to hit that line, but she does it and executes it well.
Lansing fans excited right now. Their team with a 4-point advantage here in the deciding set number 3 after Shawnee Mission Northwest took set number 1. Lansing with set number 2, and winner of this set wins the match here at the Volleyball Slam. And Coach Slater feeling good right now. You really have to like her response here from her team in set number 2, and then a nice lead here starting set number 3.
I mean, especially since they dropped that first set and then said, hey, let's just stick with it. Just stick with it. We're right there. Just let's clean up our side. Let's clean up that first contact. And again, Julie Slater said she liked her offense. So it's just cleaning up that first contact that allows that offense to get to work. And they've certainly done so.
Matseder sends it over. Anisimova partially blocked, but it finds an opening, and it's 14-11.
Give both these coaches credit. I think every time they've been called a timeout, their team has been the one to respond. Sometimes it's just getting to the bench, taking a deep breath.
Now Liv Martin. Anna Lantz, the senior again.
The hands of Virginia Vanderwerf setting in there in secondary setting, looking very comfortable. Watch this first contact. She said, "Up, I got it." Good hands from the middle. I know that's something that Julie Slater did talk about, actually. She says she's got great hands.
Second team All-Stater. Anisimova finds the back line. The lead back to 3.
The Cougars just staying right there again. Like the first contact, getting out to the touch point, driving hard at that ball. It's Julia Anisimova.
Lantz. Standifer, point for Lansing. Double contact.
The Lion Nation letting Weber know that she can't do that double contact.
That one too far. Shawnee Mission Northwest cuts it to 3. As Hallie Laurent back in for Shawnee Mission Northwest.
Oh, tremendous play out of the net from Scanlon.
Standifer blocked, and Lansing with another point.
But give that point to Tabor Scanlon. I mean, she made that play, continued on, so patient playing that ball out of the net. That's a difficult thing to do. See if we will get a look at this here. That was the end of the play, but before within that rally, it was the play of Scanlon.
It's Caitlin Smith on the serve there, point.
And this is the difficult thing here, off the serve to go there and then to get down, knowing that the ball is going to come out low out of the net. You kind of have to watch how fast it goes into the net to know how quick it's going to come out. And yet another nifty play.
What a tip. Boy, Tabor Scanlon, the senior, fantastic. Described as tough as nails, and we've seen a couple of examples of that throughout this match.
Just so steady. I mean, everything. I mean, you see her composure, and she serves well. She keeps her team right there.
Bo Bronson. Coach Speck described her one of the most athletic girls on the team. Not bad for a freshman. She's had an outstanding match today.
That is such a quick arm swing.
And now a service ace for Bronson right on cue.
That bottom just fell out of that serve once again.
Anisimova. Sands with a tip. And another point for Lansing.
Into the donut, we call it, the big hole right over the top of the block. The defense is back.
Anisimova. Shawnee Mission Northwest, ball just hanging there, tipped over. Point for Lansing.
set violation, I believe, from the Cougars.
Sands serve a bit long. Still 3-point lead for Lansing. Substitution. Hitzenberger in for Hallie Laurent. Lily Weber now. Blocked. Liv Martin. Timeout Lansing, as Shawnee Mission Northwest has cut the deficit to 2 here in set number 3.
And this is the veteran here in Liv Martin as this rally goes on. Look at her just locked in, patient, and then tremendous timing. Those are her duties. Watch middle on middle here. She keeps track of the ball and then right quick off her feet, press over the block with her hands, strong hands.
Liv Martin, very impressive match. And Shawnee Mission Northwest still right in this thing, down by 2.
We'll see if the trend can continue. The coach that calls that timeout, their team has came out and point scored. So we'll see if Lansing was able to do that right out of that timeout. As the Cougars have, in the last couple points, grabbed that momentum back on their side. The Lion Nation trying to help their team and getting lively over on the side, jumping around.
It is a 2-point Lansing lead. Shawnee Mission Northwest to serve once again with Lily Weber out of the timeout. Weber is stepping in for a senior this year. But too far there. Lead back to 3 for Lansing. Substitution is Virginia Vanderwerf. As Coach Slater looks on. Bronson. Matt Cedar. Matt Cedar, another dig. I haven't called her name enough, but she's been excellent on the digs today. Martin. Matt Cedar again. Great rally. Anna Samova. Sands keeps it alive. Anna Samova once again, a block. Hallie Lanes, the freshman.
I think that block was wide. I think point over to the Cougars, actually. She was
exactly right. Point over to the Cougars.
Yeah, she was up there. But you see, this was a one-on-one. You see her hands just press. That ball goes wide off the hands.
Martin to serve. And that one was in on the sideline. And a timeout.
And that gets it, I think. I think I see, looking for shadow on that line. Yep, that was in. Yeah, you just get some of that line. Chalk flies, as I like to say.